afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the HeroClix Cafe. Looks like a little bit of a slow day. I think that might be my fault. Um, we are auctioning off a couple of sets tonight that maybe everybody wasn't so interested in. I think that's the only thing I think of. We've always, whenever we've done our auctions, we've always had people bidding all afternoon. Um, I apologize for that. This wasn't what I intended. I didn't intend on doing Rise and Fall, and I didn't intend on doing Disney. I did start Rise and Fall low, thinking that that might help a little bit, but didn't intend on doing that today. So I don't have very many people in the room. I'm not even sure if we're going to sell everything tonight, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I'm only going to open up what's sold, so I'm actually going to have to check that out before we start doing everything. Seeing a few little bids now. Jay Major's coming in helping a little bit. I'm also not able to get into the room for some reason. I think I know why. I think I was on two computers at the same time. I didn't realize it. I had loaded stuff this morning and forgot to log out, and so then when I went in here and the video started, I got kicked out. I think that's why, but I'm not sure. I am in the room. I am in the room on my phone. Normally I'm on the computer, and I'm trying to get on the computer again to see if I can get in, but I'm kind of skeptical, so I may have to. Done this before. It's not unusual. We'll just have to use the phone. It's a little bit cumbersome for me because I'm instead of looking at the screen and seeing everything, I'm having to look at my phone and the screen. So it's not good for me, but it'll be fine. So anyways, as I was saying, I apologize for what we're running tonight. It was supposed to be, everybody had asked to run, hey Dennis, hey Tina, everybody had asked to run Spider-Man and Avengers 60, I believe it was, but somebody came in and just bought everything I had yesterday, and my order got held up an extra day. It should have got here today, and I would have had that. I ordered some more, but Lorcana was coming in. If you guys don't know what Lorcana is, it's a brand new hotness that's coming out, a new card game, and yeah, BTU, Batman Team Up. That's what we were, Batman Team Up in Avengers 60, which I'll try to have on hand next week. But for this week, this is what we got. Nothing I can do about it. But anyway. My shipment this week got held up because Lorcana came in late, and nobody was shipping out. My distributors weren't shipping out anything until they could ship that out. Alliance didn't get their Lorcana until yesterday, and I actually had to pay, and I'm a little pissed about it. I had to pay because I have an event on Saturday, but I had to pay shipping to have it here Saturday, pretty high. They wanted $700 to overnight it. I did 2 days to be here Saturday morning. Always ready for the Notorious set. I think everybody is, but we still got a little ways to go for that. I mean, what is it, about another month or so? Pre-release. I mean, nothing happens until after Worlds. Everybody's hoping that we do have Notorious at Worlds, and if we do, I'll be playing with that. I did go ahead and get my room and everything at Worlds. I'm planning on being there. And honestly, I started playing last night in preparation for Worlds. I started messing around with pulp teams. I haven't put it up yet. And the reason I haven't put it up yet, I've been waiting. This Lorcana thing has kind of messed my whole thing up. I was worried that we weren't going to get it at all in time to have it on Saturday. I have an event scheduled in the store on Saturday, and it was looking like I might have to postpone it for a week, which I didn't want to do because that week I'm wanting to run a HeroClix Pulp event, which now everything looks like it's going to happen, and I will. So next weekend, if you guys can make it to Lucky Dice Cafe, we will be running a big pulp event. I will announce pricing, but I know it's going to be really good. And I mean, I have to go and figure out what it is, but we'll be running pulp, and I'll be giving out. I put a rock kit. I haven't decided what yet. I'll also be using some of the recent OP kits. I know we have Cosmic Thing, and we have Moon Knight that everybody's wanting. So time to get your pulp on. I'm real excited about pulp. I'm building a pulp team right now, starting to play around with things for this weekend. So I guess the big news this week was WizKid's announcement with rotation. I think that was the real big news. I think that most everybody was surprised. I wasn't surprised. I know that Aaron's online with right now. He's the Rockhead judge and a good friend of mine, and we thought that there was some. We were talking that they might go all the way up to Spider-Man. I didn't want him to do that, but because of what the deal is I think they're trying to go. A lot of people think they're trying to get rid of things. There's some truth to that, but I think maybe for the wrong reason. I think they're trying to get to where the figures fit the map size, the new map size, as quickly as they can. Meaning that we went to a smaller map, and from Spider-Man onward, those figures when they designed the figures, they were accounting for that map size. So anything previous to that has got maybe a little bit longer stat line, maybe as far as or not a longer stat line, but their speed is probably a little bit more. Their range might be a little bit more, and so they're trying to. So from Amazing Spider-Man on, it's going to be a little bit. It's going to change. We thought they would. We thought the possibility existed that they might go all the way till then, and they didn't. And I'm glad they didn't. I think the biggest fuss that I'm seeing is people are upset about Disney Plus, which we're auctioning off a brick tonight. And people were upset that it was being rotated out so early. I didn't really see a lot of complaints about other sets. Maybe. Well, I mean, they don't really ban maps. Dennis asked, but isn't it easier to just ban the maps they don't want to be played? They don't ban the maps. What they do is they have a list of maps that they allow. They do a curated list for Worlds of maps. They've done that for years, and so I mean they'll just pick the maps out, but. I'm not really bothered that much by rotation. I've seen people both ways. Some people are like, yay, the witch is dead. And the other people are like, oh my God, they're getting rid of all this stuff. For the people that are like, yay, the witch is dead and there's no more Iron Man, I hear you. But most of the people that are saying that are because they're wanting to play things that are affected by the witch and the Iron Man. So all we're doing is replacing something that's really tough to play against with something else that now is tough to play. What I mean by that is the witch countered a lot of things in the game. Now those things are no longer countered. Now instead of complaining about the witch, people will be complaining about the things that the witch countered, and it's always something. It's always something. People are always they're just it just changes. The game is set up for something that it's a check game. It's like there's something that always counters something else, and so when you take a counter out and that thing is not countered anymore, that gets played more. It just switches. It's done that. It's done that since I've been playing the game. There's always somebody that's like, man, I'm tired of the witch. I play my team and the witch just wrecks it. Okay, now the witch isn't there. Your team's not wrecked. Now the people that's going to be playing you are going to be like, oh man, I wished I had the witch. This guy's just wrecking my team. It's always going to be that way. And it's never going to be a game. There's always going to be something better or a combination that's better or combinations that are better than others. And it's never going to be a situation where you go into something or go into, say, a world championship and you see a total diverse amount of teams across the board where something is not being played um, more than others. So Aaron says it's time for the rise of Cosmo. Cosmo does some things. I don't know if that's the answer. Um, let's see. Somebody here is saying Jogger says, I think we should have more meta pieces in game at a time, so there's always a variety of hero clicks at the tables. Rotation is just a dumb move, in my opinion. I actually disagree. I think rotation is a good move, and I'm speaking as somebody that was madder than hell the first rotation I went through, and I went through the very first one. So here I was, and I started playing way back in the day, and I collected my Infinity Challenge set and my Hyper Time set, and I was a completionist back in those days, and I was like, man, I'm completing all these things. They have value, and they're going to keep playing. And so when they did the first rotation, and all those first sets were not playable anymore. Not only were they not playing anymore, but this isn't like baseball cards. Baseball cards you collect, and the value rises on them as time goes on. If they're in good condition, and as time they become more valuable. If they're rare, they're more valuable, and they accumulate. They get a higher price. As soon as something doesn't become, for the most part, as soon as something doesn't become playable in HeroClix, at this time there was only one age that we were dealing with, and that was Modern Age. Well, I mean, we had Golden Age too, but the competitive end of it was all Modern Age. So you could play Golden Age, but WizKids didn't recognize it as a official format. They didn't push it at their events, and that was it. So you could play Golden Age in the store, in your store, but you didn't. You didn't see the. You didn't see anybody playing but Modern Age. It was like the thing to do. So as soon as that first rotation happened, all the prices plummeted, and it's been that way ever since. Some of the new formats allow some of those figures, and I don't think it's got totally ingrained in everybody's mind yet that their figures still have value. Not everybody has accepted the fact that, hey, I can play silver, hey, I can play theme, hey, I can play whatever. And they're just stuck because we've had 20 years of it that, hey, it's modern or bust. Well, it's not modern or bust anymore. Hey, George, how you doing? It's not modern or bust anymore. That we have alternative games, and so you guys need to realize that, and you need to try to give some of those things a change. We're doing a chance rather. Aaron and I have been talking for months about Silver Age. Actually, we've been ever since we took over Silver Age. We've been talking about things, and we're trying to do things that we're going to be doing things that are going to make Silver Age more fun, to where it isn't a repetitive Modern Age. So, like when we looked at the cup, what I saw was 90% of what was being played still modern, and that's not what we want Silver Age to be. So we're doing some things that's going to change that, and we'll announce that pretty soon. We got to sit down with WizKids. WizKids already knows some of those things. They're receptive to it. So expect some changes to Silver Age. So Dennis asks, what will happen in Silver Age events? At some rock events, will the witches be banned? I can't answer that question just yet. We haven't talked about it. It just happened. Maybe, maybe not. I think that what we're looking at is three things right now, and I mean, I'll go ahead and let some of the cat out of the bag. Aaron and I have been talking, and he's a very big proponent of 400 point Silver Age. I'm not so much, and that's because I've been through 400 point formats, and people didn't play them. They all talked about it, but when it got down to it and we ran them, we didn't have the turnouts that we talked about. And the people that are for it are the loudest. It's just like anything else. The people that want change or against something, they holler the loudest. So people were hollering for it, but it wasn't everybody. It was just a minority of people that were hollering for 400 points, and when we did it, we had tournaments, and we just didn't have a big turnout. So I'm hearing the same thing now, where people are hollering for 400 point Silver Age. So I'm very skeptical of that. So what I'm still more for 300 points. So I think that a possible solution to that might be allow both. We might do 300 points and 400 point tournaments, and let's see what happens. Let's see. I'll run some 400 point tournaments. We'll push 300 points and 400 points here and there. We want to see what happens. Why don't we run it, and let's see which one is best, and see what people like, and see what's more fun, see what is more diverse. So that's kind of the solution we're looking at for that. And the other thing that I can tell you that is going to happen, because I suggested this, and Aaron a while back, and I am 100% on board with this, and so is Aaron, and so are the people we've talked to, and that is it's not a floor. A true floor is when you play with the latest set, so it's a silver floor, I guess is the way to put it. And that would be that half your figures, whether it be 400 points or 150 points or 300 points, half your team has to be silver, not modern, meaning they're not in the modern age. And the rest of the team can. So you could do half and half if you could build a team exactly 150 points silver and the other half exactly 150 points modern. That's a legal team. But you could have more silver. You could actually, your whole team could be silver. You could have a 300 point silver team, but you can't have a 300 point modern team. That doesn't fit. Half your team has to be silver figures. So that will put in some more diverse. Will make the meta more diverse and separate us from modern a little bit more. And the other thing is that we may, with WizKids, for those that were in the thread the other day, Howard wasn't in it, nor have we had time to talk about it yet, just to say it. So I don't know what thread. Well, we have talked about it slightly, and I think I know what Aaron is talking about, and that's from what I'm understanding. It's kind of like a curated list. It's not a banned list per se, and what that means is like WizKids went through this time period where like, all right, we're not putting these powers are not in this set. We're doing away with hypersonic. We're not playing with hypersonic speed. We're not playing, so we're not going to mess with the powers. But what we might do, or from what he's okay. Well, then you just say it. You're the one talking. What are you talking about? Aaron said that's not it. So I don't know what he's talking about. He's talking about a bench list, but I don't know what a bench list is. So spit it out. Everybody's dying to hear. What is a bench list? So we'll wait for Aaron to type. And I don't know what he's talking about. Apparently he's been some conversation. I don't know if it was I know he's been talking with some of the WizKids, so I don't know if it was some of the WizKids judges. They're trying to come up with some creative ways to make silver better. So this must be one of those ways, but I don't know what it is. Okay. A discussion happened on Clickstuff the other day, not about the bench list. What was the discussion? What was the discussion about? Okay. Well, the bench list is still a go, but we're talking about the bench list. Is that what I'm talking about? You said it. You're saying it is and saying it isn't. Okay. They're talking about using data from HC units to make a bench list, and I don't know exactly how the feeling of floor. How people feel about floor, and that is how do they feel about floor? The floor, as far as I know, is something that we're going to do that separates us. Yeah. So the bench list, from what I'm gathering, he's typing, so he can't he can't type as fast as I can talk. So, really, I think that they're wrong. I think you just have two metas. I think you just have an extended modern age, and the people that are against it, quite honestly, I think are some of the people that are very pro modern players. I know that a lot of the Clickstop group is very pro modern players. I personally think a floor would be good and would make it more diverse. I think that the way silver is right now is it's just whether we to make it simple, a bench list is banning figures, but they're just the figures that are put on a bench, but they make become unbanned. In other words, we like you can't play this, and this, but then next week it might be, or next month it might be a little bit different. Yeah, but I'll go look at it. But again, it's still a very heavy, uh, heavy amount. I think that also, I mean, a heavy amount of modern age players. I think that sometimes when um, I don't know that they think things through. I know that I personally think a floor would be good, and the people I have talked to like the idea of it. I think it would be good, but who knows? But I mean, um, I'm not going to personally. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't even. Like I told Aaron, I like pulp. I'd rather just rock be pulp. That's what I would vote for. In the hell with Silver Age, because I'm never going to play. I'm running Silver Age. I would tell you, I'm never going to play Silver Age. It doesn't interest me. And it's funny. um, but anyway, I don't think I don't know that I agree with that, Aaron. I think that I think it just confuses people. There's not enough time or tournaments to do that much testing. We'll talk about it. It's another discussion. Um, I'm not. Silver Age never has been. Actually, I take that back. I would, if Silver Age was floor, I think I might be more interested in it. I just don't like it the way that it is. It's just the same old thing. Yeah, I do too, Dennis. I love pulp, and that's what I'm more focused on pulp right now, I think, than anything. That and Lorcana. I love Lorcana. I started playing the other day, and we played at 3 a.m. in the morning. I love Lorcana. Um, so anyway, that's what the talk is about what we're gonna do with silver and the rotation. I hope you guys are going to Worlds. It's not very far away. All right, so I need a second to figure out if we did sell everything, whether I can crack everything or not. I guess I don't know. I mean, if it didn't sell, then technically it's still mine, and I have a choice of either cracking it and keeping it, or um, not cracking it and keeping it. Let me see what's sold. All right, this is going to be harder to do than I think. All right, so one sold. Is this week? Yeah, one sold. Two. Actually, it did. Some of these did okay. Wait a minute. This is last week. Never mind. Hold on. 10, 7. That's Disney and Spider-Man. I do wish there was a easier way to do this. All right, so booster number 1. Yeah, I'm just going to have to write it down. Doesn't there because they're all over the place. So we got 8 sold, 17 sold, 5 sold, 15 sold, 18 sold, 14 sold, 9 sold. This is the first time I've had to check this, to be honest with you. Again, the only thing I can figure is that maybe we didn't have as desirable bricks this week. 6 sold, 12 sold, 13, 10, 3, 11, they may have all sold. Haven't seen a 1 yet. 16, 7. I think that's it. Number 1 did not sell. Number 1 didn't sell. Is that the only one? 1 and 19. 1 and 19 did not sell. All right, well, I'm going to open them up. And when I pull a chase, I'm going to laugh in your face. So I'm going to let me catch up on these. Let's see, Deathstroke should not be forgotten. Our Blue Marvel, that's for Pulp. And once D plus Ronate Moria is going to haha. And then Billy is on my Pulp list. By the way, I didn't think that Pulp had sidelines, and I went and reread the rules on it, and Pulp does have sidelines. Pulp has a normal sideline, so you got to figure that out also when you're playing this. All right, so we had X-Men was first, right? Rise and Fall of Rise and Fall. That was number 1. We did those first, yeah. Disney second. So let's open up some Rise and Fall, and again. It looks like I have 2 boosters that didn't sell. That number 1 and 19. Whoops. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I saw, what I just looked at, 1 and 19 did not sell. So 1 and 19 go to me. I bid on 1 and 19, and I got them for $0. Woohoo! Where's my marker? Where's my marker? We also got to put some stuff in the bounty. I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? Hold on, guys. My markers disappeared. We got to name the bounty, and I guess this will work. I don't like that as much. I just have to use a regular pen. I think that'll work. Let me see how that does. Yeah, it'll work. All right. So let me number these, and then we'll put some stuff in the prize pool. 1, 2. I wonder where my marker went. I'm gonna blame Tyler. Tyler and I did a little bit of a stream where we were talking to Oxid about doing some improvements on it and recommendations. And he and I were in here last week, so last time I've been downstairs. And Tyler sat right here in front of my marker, and he likes markers, so I'm blaming Tyler. I'm blaming Tyler from coming down here and taking my marker. It's impossible that I could have conceivably lost something, because I never lose anything, do I, Aaron? But I don't know where my marker went. I got more upstairs, but I'm not going to go up there and get it. And 10. Okay, so the other thing bad about these sets is that they don't have legacy cards to add to the pool. So let's go over what we do have in the pool so far. And the pool is good. We do have a Critical Clicks map. We do have some tarot cards. We have Wheel of Fortune. We have the Empress. We do have some unopened legacy cards from the last two bricks. We have a barrel. We have a Destiny legacy card, Miramasa Blade. We have Human Torch Team Up. We have a Thanos legacy card. We have a mystery case file. This one is The Man Who Laughs, and we have a Thing. And we also we have Destiny with the Destiny legacy card. So let me add in a few things here to make this really, really good or better. And we'll add in a Famine. We'll add in a Human Torch Team Up. We'll add in let's get this stuff here. No, we gotta do that guy. This guy used to get played. This guy was a meta piece at one time. If you were playing back then, you know. If you weren't, then you're like, how could that be a meta piece? He was, and that's Bill. We're gonna add in a Bill. I can find Bill's card. There he is. Bill, Agent of AIM. He's getting added into the pile. We're going to add in, let's add in Grass Cutter for an object. There that is. So add in one sword. And then let's add in another more modern age super rare. We'll add in, if I can find a Nick the Fury. And that's got added into our pile, and there's Nick the Fury right there. And that'll do it for now. And now, let's name our super rare. So, I'm looking, let me get my phone. I'm looking for the first, so we're just going to go two people. The first two times that I see something from Rise and Fall, I'm looking for the super rare. Name your super rare. No, Andrew, it's already done. All right. Trevor, you said everything's sold? I don't see one. I couldn't see where 1 in 19. Somebody could have went ahead and paid for it. If somebody bought 1 in 19, that's fine. We'll see it when I take it in. So if not, then I get them. All right. So first of all, I'm looking for super rare nominations for the bounty figure. I need super rares from Rise and Fall, the first two. All right, cool. Glad you did. I'm looking for the first two figures to be nominated. All right, Emma Frost. I got an Emma Frost. J-Dub. I get a second Emma Frost, and that will be the bounty figure. Somebody can name something else. Come on, guys. I need some super rare names. If you want to just do Emma Frost and type Emma Frost and we're done. If you want something else, then throw it out there. Super rares. There we go. 2 Emma Frosts. Talked them into it. All right, so let's get this thing going. This is the booster that could be mine and might not be mine. I really don't know if somebody bought this or not. It didn't show. If it belongs to somebody and it sucks, well then it's definitely yours. If it's good, then it's mine. That's the way it works around here. All right, let's see what we got. That's kind of nice to me to open up something different. We've been doing so much of, I know it's not maybe the booster we wanted, but God, we've been doing so much AV60. I'm glad just to say some other names. So we got Rare Malice. We got a uncommon X23. We've got a common Sabertooth, common Brood, which is always good to have. Brood brings more money than some super rares, to be honest with you. And we have a Smasher. So that's booster number 1. Moving on to booster number 2. Booster number 2. Okay, who has booster number 2? Speak up, please. Who purchased booster number 2? Booster number 2. Who's got booster number 2? Booster number 2. All right. Nobody's claiming it, so it's mine. Booster number 2 has a chase. You have a fire belly. We have uncommon Mystique, common Smasher, common Impulse, and a multiple man, which is also, I forgot this set's actually got some good generics in it. Multiple man. It's got the Sentinels. It's got it has the Broods. So it's got, and also I think the Shirari Soldiers. Yeah, this set's got better generics in it than most places, most other sets. All right, booster number 3. Yeah, there's another generic that's real good. Some of these generics, I mean, even if you don't want them, they bring good money. All right, we have a Warstar Rare. We have Eric the Red. We have a Colossus, which, by the way, I think that's the best looking Colossus ever made. I don't know, it's maybe not the best pose, but dang, he just looks really good. We have a Shirari Soldier. That's one of the generics, and we also have a Sentinel. So I don't think that's a bad booster at all. All right, number 4. Okay, number 4 did well. I like this. I would like to have booster number 4. I actually like booster number 4 the best. You have a super rare, Blackheart, great super rare. You have a rare Camellia, and a uncommon long shot. You also got a Brood, and you got a Hellfire Guard to go with that. Blackheart. That would have been a hell of a good pull in a sealed. Pull a Blackheart and a Hellfire Guard in the same booster. I'd have liked that a lot. Okay, Battle Royal been pretty good too. All right, number 5. My phone keeps shutting down, so I can't see what's going on in their room. So I'm trying to. That's why you see me keep fidgeting over there. That's why. Okay, this is also a decent booster. Got my Colossus buddy again. I like this booster. We got a super rare Angel. We got a Silver Samurai uncommon, Blob common, Colossus common, and a Raza. Again, we are looking for an Emma Frost for the bounty prizing, which is pretty significant right now. All right, booster number 6. We're almost to the point where if you guys buy these things and you go into Worlds, I can bring them to you. We're not quite yet, but it's getting close. Aaron, are you going for the entire time at Worlds? Dennis, what day are you going, Dennis? I'm talking to people. Actually, everybody, tell me what you guys got. What days are y'all going? Well, I can drive there. It's not that very far, so I'm going on Thursday. There's no need for me to go on Wednesday and spend the night. I can be there well before it's. We did the same thing last year. So this one we got Mr. Sinister, rare, Polaris, uncommon, another Sentinel, another multiple man, and a Warpath, all common. This has been a good brick for generics, I can tell you that. Four through 7 is the four. Let's see, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, so that's so on the 14th. That is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's Thursday. So are you coming? Are you driving in or flying in on the 14th? Or are you just going to go in? How are you doing that? I'm driving on the 14th, which is a Thursday. It's only about a 3.5 hour drive for me, and I can leave that morning. Wednesday to Monday, okay. All right, so this one, we're on booster 7, and we got some cards for you. We got the Krakoan Revival Bystanders, and we also got a Blob common, Sabretooth common, Magneto uncommon, Exodus rare, and you got a super rare Mystique. So that's another super rare, but not the one we're looking for. Be nice to pull an Ultra Chase too. Right before I left, or right when I came in this morning, one of the guys at work grabbed one of these boosters and he pulled the Ultra Chase out of it. Just one booster. He did pretty good. So number 8, it was just one of the random boosters that was on the shelf. He didn't open a brick or nothing. Booster number 8, 5-hour drive. That's not too bad. We have Kid Gladiator rare, Corsair uncommon, Banshee uncommon, Skinless Man common, Havoc common. Let me look at my phone again. No comments in there. Those guys are being really quiet. Everybody's talking in the rooms a little bit more. We are, I don't know what y'all are in. I don't know if you're on Facebook, but I'm in 2 Facebook pages right now and on 1 YouTube. This is booster number 9. We stream live there, and you can talk to me. I can see all the conversations at one time from there, except for the Oxit one, which I have to keep looking in Oxit. Usually that's on my screen, but for some reason tonight it's not letting me in. I think I might know why, but nothing I can do about it right now. So I got a Wolverine common, a Hellfire Club Guard common, Professor X uncommon, good figure, Sebastian Shaw uncommon, and Destiny common. I actually like that Destiny. I didn't see anybody play her, but I thought she was pretty good. Number 10. This is the last one, and then we do Disney. All right. So we do have a Prime in this one. We have a Dark Beast Rare Prime. We have a Callisto Uncommon. We have Warpath Rare. We have a Marvel Gore Rare and a Darwin Rare. I'm not common, I'm sorry. Those were commons. So anyway, that is the first booster. We did not pull. Now the bounty prizes are still alive, still ticking. Maybe I threw my pin in the bounties. Maybe it's part of the bounty now. All right, so let's go to let's add some more stuff. So I think we'll add a map. I've got Oscorp Warehouse Outdoor Indoor. Backside, if I can, is construction site outdoor. That's going in the pile. That is the smaller map that was just made. I think that came out of Spider-Man. Let's add in. Hey, there we go. WKO prize. We'll add in Quicksilver. What else I got over here? Let's see if I can find this guy. Couldn't find him a second ago. Well, she'd be pretty good too. And we'll add in that. we'll add in we'll add in a prime, um, Dr. Minerva. She's out of Galactic Guardians of the Galaxy, rather. And we'll add in one more thing. And we'll go with that. It's another older piece, but it's I think it's a good looking older piece, and I think that's why I'm going to do it. Let me find it. All right, so we're going to add in Nightwing and Batgirl. Dual sculpt. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. Some of you have, maybe some of you haven't, but it's a good looking sculpt. WizKids is doing great things now, but they didn't do bad things before. All right, so let's do some legacy cards. Yes, it did say cards. Let's put in a thing. With legacy thing, LOW number 38. And let's also put in, let's do a She-Hulk. She-Hulk legacy card. And that is all we're adding for now. Now let's go and try to get some cool things out of here. So Tyler, who is my shipping manager, and he's really I keep calling him my shipping manager. He's really my general manager also. But part of his job is he handles the shipping for the back in the back and everything else, and does a great job. Tyler feels to me more like family nowadays than he does an employee. So I'm really blessed to have Tyler working for me. He's on vacation, so he's not going to be back until next week, which means that I'm doing Tyler's job and my job and all that kind of stuff. So I'm doing a lot of extra this week. 11, 12. All right, you guys be thinking about what super rare we want out of this set, and I'll ask you to type it in. Don't type it yet. Wait, don't type it till I say so. What do we got in here? We got Loki's. We got Loki, the Gator Loki. That'd be a pretty good one. I think there's a Spider-Man that's in here. There's all kinds of stuff. And 20. All right, let me get my phone ready. All right, guys. First double nominated super rare. Start. Fire away. Give me some super rares that you want. That's the bounty figure. I need 2 super rares. Or I need one super rare. I need it named twice. All right, Hydra Stomper, Gator Loki. Hydra Stomper, Gator Loki. The people that are on the chat can nominate also. I'm looking at both places. Now I got a Spider-Man. Hydra Stomper, Gator Loki, Spider-Man. And Spider-Man. That's it. So Spider-Man it is. Oh, somebody said Winter Soldier. A little late. Winter Soldier's actually, it seems like I pull a Winter Soldier out of every brick. Probably would have been a good bounty. All right, so starting off with booster number 11. We are looking for Spider-Man. Super rare. Spider-Man is a good deal anyways, because one, he's a good figure, but you get that cloak with him, and the cloak is probably worth more than the Spider-Man. All right, so we start off with the Prime. We have Power Broker Prime with the Super Soldier Serum. We've got a T'Challa Star-Lord, a Ravonna Renslayer, Killmonger, and a Vision. So we got something right off the bat. In booster number 11, we got a Power Broker. Okay, number 12. Again, we are looking for a Spider-Man. I should have thrown in a tarot card. I guess I'll save that for next time. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my, oh my, oh my. So who has booster number 12? We ain't going forward till somebody says they got booster number 12. Who has it, guys? Who has booster number 12? Trevor817 is typing. Good he does. You are the winner of the bounty pile. We have a super rare Spider-Man with a Cloak of Levitation. Then we have a Monica Rambeau. Then we have a Jimmy Woo, a Darcy Lewis, and a Scarlet Witch. Congrats. Scarlet Witch is actually a pretty good pulp piece too. Congrats. You are the winner of all the bounty prizing. And I'll go over it. We'll take a slight little break right now. You got a She-Hulk Legacy card. You got a Thing Legacy card. You got a Nightwing and Batgirl LE. Was it an LE? Yeah, that's an LE. And then you got a Dr. Minerva Prime from Guardians of the Galaxy. You got a WKO Barrel. You got a WKO Quicksilver. You got the Oscorp Warehouse map. I'm not going to bring up the back. I have some legacy cards here that are unopened. I'm going to ask you in a second whether you want me to open them. You have the Empress and the Wheel of Fortune tarot cards. You have a bill that everybody should own a bill, and then you have a Nick the Fury. You also have a Famine. The big prize, I think, out of this one is you did get a Critical Clicks Headquarters Modern Age Legal Map. You got a Destiny with a Legacy card. You got a Grass Cutter sword. You got a Human Torch team-up card. You also got a Mystery Case File, The Man Who Laughs. You got a Thanos Legacy card. Human Torch team-up card. Muramasa Blade. And of course, you got the Legacy with, the Destiny with the Legacy card. Not a bad haul at all. So, my question to you is, do you want me to open your Legacy cards? Okay. So far, everybody's wanted me to open them. I haven't had anybody not open them. I've got one out of Avengers 60, and I think this other one was Avengers Forever. Okay, so Avengers 60, open it first. We got a Mephisto team-up card, not bad. And we got a Nick Fury Legacy card. And then last one. I gotta admit, I like opening up sets that have Legacy cards with them instead of the ones that don't. All right, so we have a Black Panther Legacy card, and we have a Bucky team-up card. That's what we got. Let me read this and we'll continue. Okay, La Red Wolf is typing something, but I'll wait till he gets done. All right, so we're going to continue. I'm not going to start the bounty again until next week because I just like to complete the brick. But we will start another bounty next week, and I don't know what I started with, but it'd be good. I may end up, if we get closer to Notorious, who knows what I might throw in there. I guess somebody asked me, was I excited about Notorious? I guess I'm excited about it because I want to, I would like to see, I'd like to open it up. I'd like to crack it here in the show. All right, so we're on booster number 13. Booster number 13, we have a Petro Maximoff, rare, Baron Zemo uncommon, Baron Zemo common. Got two Baron Zemos in there. Gamora, common, and Captain America, common. I need to mark that. That was number 12. I need to mark this first so I don't forget that this was the winner. All right, now we're going to number 14. The Red Wolf is still typing, it says. I don't know. He's either writing a book or there's a flaw in the system. Who knows? All right. So we're still looking for a chase over here, so there's still good stuff. Or a prime, or, well, we got a prime out of here already, but... or a really good super rare. Who knows? All right, so Party Thor rare, Kid Loki, uncommon, Monica Rambeau, common, Hunter B-15, common, Scarlet Witch, common. I'm sorry, I was reading Thor. I was wondering if he was, and he's not. I was wondering if he had protected Pulse Wave. He does Pulse Wave. His Pulse Wave is pretty good. I was wondering if he had. I'm thinking Pulp. Pulp's all is on my brain right now. All right, so now we go to number 15. Okay. Red Wolf finally quit typing, so I guess that's all good. All right, we have a super rare, The Watcher. We have uncommon Tyler Hayward, Baytruck uncommon, Darcy Lewis, and Loki. Booster number 16. Really hoping we pull a Witch or an Iron Man. Always, Miguel, good to talk to you. When are you going to buy some stuff, Miguel? Are you going? I think you said last week you're not going to Worlds. Where do you live at, Miguel? How far away is Worlds for you? All right, so we have a Billy Maximoff. He's a rare, yeah, he's a rare. And then a Wanda, uncommon, a Monica Rambeau, common, Baytrick, again, common, and then Skinny Steve Rogers. New York City. Guess that's a pretty good way for you. Brooklyn. All right, so now we're moving to 17. Did you play in States when we had the States up there? I'm pretty sure that was Brooklyn that it was in. Did you participate? They had a really good turnout. Number 17. We have Sylvie, which I think is a good piece. Come to think of it, that may be a good pulp piece also. Sylvie Rare, Tommy, Uncommon, Doctor Strange, Supreme. Also would be a pretty good pulp piece. Killmonger, uncommon. I mean common and Winter Soldier common. Like I said, guys, I've been looking at. I started looking at pulp pieces, trying to put things together. I played with a decent team last night, but I haven't. It's just a lot. You know, one of the things I would like to see Clicks Nexus do. I played my first rock event in the New York, came in 13th place. Well, did you have fun? So one of the things I want to talk to Clay about this. One of the things I'd like to see Clicks Nexus something done is I'd like you to be able to pick the format there. Like, hey, I'm looking for pulp, and then only pulp figures that are available comes up. I mean, you can already pick the rarity and stuff like that, but I would like to just be able to click a button, and I'm glad you did. I'd like to just click a button and all the pulp pieces come up. And if I'm playing silver, I'd like to be able to click silver and all the silver pieces that are available come up, and yada yada. I think that could be done, and I think that would be a great tool to add into the system. Captain Carter and even HC Realms, either one of them, I don't care. I just wished one of them had that ability. They have a lot of advanced searches that you can do, but if I'm playing a certain format, I want to be able to click that format and not manually have to go through everything. All right, so Captain Carter, Skinny Steve Rogers, T'Challa Star-Lord, all common, Vision uncommon, and then you got a Loki rare. Yeah, we did that. I went to Worlds that one time there. I just don't see me going back to Philly again. I didn't really care for that trip that much. There's some things I liked about it. So this is Booster 19, but overall, I just didn't like that trip. Like some of the places we ate, they were filming Shazam while we were there. That was kind of cool. But I just didn't really like the convention center very much. My son finished second in Worlds that year again, and so we had a good time. But it just, I don't know, didn't like the Philly trip. And maybe it's just the distance too. It's pretty far for me. We drove. We came back. We came back through some. It was rough. But all right, so we got a super rare. We got the Falcon super rare. We got T'Challa Star-Lord uncommon, T'Challa Star-Lord common, and Loki common, and a Vision common. And of course we got Red Wing. Go with Captain with the super rare Captain America. HC units. HC units you can search by format? Then I need to go there. That you just sold me, Andrew. You can put in pulp and it will let you search for just pulp figures. If so, that's where I'm going. As soon as I get through here, I'm going to go do some team building. This Clicks Nexus didn't. Okay, this is our last booster number 20. We need to have something decent in it. We did not pull a chase tonight out of here. We have Captain Carter, super rare with the Captain Carter shield. We got the Black Widow uncommon, Jimmy Woo, Winter Soldier, and Captain America common. That's our last booster, guys. I'll try to have better stuff on here next week. I apologize. It's not what I intended to run. Well, I haven't seen any of them that you can do that. You can pop in, you can type in Golden Age or Silver Age, but I've never seen anybody be able to put in. I've not seen one of them that you've been able to do for pulp. Yeah, the food that we had there, Pike, it was good in Philly. I didn't like the convention center that much. I know that Easton and I went to the little concession stand upstairs, and we got a cheeseburger and fries, and I think he got an energy drink, and it was I don't know, around $60. So wasn't really too happy about that. How do the auctions work? This one, the auction usually starts around 2:00 and ends at 8:00 at 6 hours, and you just bid on and you just bid on the boosters, and when it ends, whoever has the high bid wins the booster, and then I open them up, and you get what's inside. You pay for them, and I mail them to you, and also we do bounty prizing. So for the bounty prizing, we start off usually with a legacy card, then I start throwing things in. Like I said, this was what was won tonight, everything in this tray, including a map. Pretty good bounty haul. And then when we open up the brick, we name a figure, and then whatever figure, if your booster has that figure in it, then you win the bounty pile. And sometimes that goes fast, sometimes it lasts forever. It seems like the bounty before this one lasted 2 weeks. It went through 3 bricks before we opened up, and somebody won the bounty. The previous bounty prizes lasted about 2 months, and it was humongous. But somebody finally did win it. Eventually, somebody's going to win. It's just the odds are very much in the favor of somebody winning. I've also opened up a brick and somebody got it right away. So it happens both ways. And so I add in, at the beginning of each brick, I will add in prizing. So like this one was next week, we'll start all over again. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. If you guys will please go ahead and pay for your we never did go to that market, Pike. Never did. We ate there, and then we went to Cheesecake Factory. We ate at some of the local pizza places. We tried to visit some of the restaurants and stuff around. They were good. I was happy with that. We had really good pizza, and Cheesecake Factory was really awesome. But anyway, I'm going to cut it off tonight, guys. Next week, I'm going to go back and get AV60, and I'll get some Batman Team Up here, which is what everybody requested. I'll make sure we have that next week. No, I'm not going to PAX. I will do the last thing that I'm doing this year will be Worlds, and I've got other things that I got to. I'll go to the Alliance show for sure, and next year I'm planning on. For those that don't know it, Gamma usually it's been hosted out in Vegas for a long time, ever since I've known about it, I guess. But they're moving to Louisville, Kentucky next year, so I can drive to Gamma, and I'm going to be going to the Gamma show next year. I'm really excited about that. And anyway, we'll do some of the other stuff, but for the most part, I'm done for the year. Looking at next year, right now I'm tied up doing so many things. It's crazy. I'm doing too many things. So if I told you everything that I was doing, you would just like, holy cow. I'm trying to go through an auction. Go through a collection that we bought when we bought out Majestics. That's going to still weeks left of doing that. We're remodeling. We're applying for a grant for the store for one of the rooms with Wizards, which I already know that we're going to be able to get to do improvements there. We're remodeling up front. We've already moved our counter around. We've expanded our kitchen, remodeling the front. We're opening up a ghost kitchen. We're going to start selling barbecue. We are going to, I'm taking a marketing class. God, is that everything? I'm putting in a new security system. I'm changing over POSs that work with that will work with our new kitchen and everything, so the orders go back there. And it also is going to allow people to order food on their phone using the app. Doing a lot of things in the store, and it's taking up a lot of my time. And I'm doing it all at once because I like to punish myself. So anyway, guys, that's all I got for tonight. I hope you guys had a good time. We'll talk some more HeroClix next week, and we'll open up a couple more bricks, and we'll see some people. Love to do that, man. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff, Dennis. You should be here, Dennis. Instead of coming here for the Rock Cup, why didn't you come help your good friend do all these things? You could have been here for a week doing valuable things and taking care of your friend rather than sitting there bugging everybody at the Rock Cup. Come on. Anyway, got a lot of stuff going on. And we'll see you guys next week. All right, y'all have a good one. I'm gonna cut the stream off. You're invited, Dennis. You're invited. Come. All right, Dennis. But before I go, well, I didn't know I was doing all that stuff until I was doing it and got slapped in the middle. Um, do you have what you? I don't know if you answered me, Dennis. When are you coming to Worlds? What day are you coming on? Wednesday, Thursday? What are you doing? You did? What'd you say? I missed it. Okay, you'll be there on that Wednesday. Well, I'll be there Thursday morning. There's no need for me to come Wednesday. I don't know. There's now I'm wanting to come because you're there. Maybe I'll change it. Right now I'm. I might end up coming Wednesday just because you're there, so I can hang out with you. I'll let you know. All right, guys. That's it for me. You guys have a good night.